Hello everyone, welcome to Trade. Welcome to this live session of the midday market analysis. See, so far the market has been good today. It was kind of a good buy the moment we broke out of the CPR. We kind of missed this trade because I was not able to log in by 9:30. But in the 9:30 5-minute candle itself, on this bullish candle, we could have taken long with targets as previous day high R1 with a stop loss of the CPR. And if you see throughout the day, the open interest was on the lot of put writing was coming in, so showing there was some good support on the downside, right? And and there was a second beautiful entry where for a short scalp is when I'm just putting on the MAs. The red line is the 20 MA, the blue is 50, this is 100 and 200. When we retested this 20 MA, there was a nice, it was kind of obvious that we would bounce from here. It was a nice retest to the previous day high, but we made a small mistake here. Instead of taking, see, I missed this trade because I logged in a bit late, and when we got this rejection here, we wanted to take 400 call, and probably all these days we were trading put. We ended up taking 400 P, and the moment in the next two candles, I was like sorted. This would have given us some good profit, but when I checked the profits, it was 400 P, so immediately I had to close that with loss. This type of mistakes happen, and then re-entered with 400 C, and kind of recovered a little bit. So that's okay from what we do. See, right now, what is the position of the market is right now? We have come to retest this 20 MA, right? So we'll have, and this can be a possible retest to the R1. And if you see, maybe, yeah, this is a 5-minute chart. So if in case we close below this 20 MA, right, and close below R1, we might get some dip on the downside probably until this level of 42,350. If we break out of this, probably again we will have the up move will continue if we break out of this with the target of this 42,660. So now we just have to wait and see what happens. If you see the open interest for now, a lot of put writing came in even at 42,500. When I last posted the screenshot, that was not the case. 42,500 had more call writing, and probably that's why this a small up move came on the upside. See, why we will have to wait for this type of a breakout is there is some divergence on the 5 minutes. If you check in this plain chart, so we'll have to be a little careful here, not blindly enter. There is some bearish divergence, but it's only on 5 minutes. We need to look for divergence at least on a 15-minute chart, right? On 5 minutes, there is some divergence. So let's see if the price kind of bounces off from here again, or are we going to close below the 20 MA? If we close below the 20 MA and the R1, then probably some move on the downside could start. And if you see the global markets, everything is trading flat. Yesterday, US markets had a dip, and after that, it's trading quite flat. So, not expecting the global market reaction on our markets, anything to be significant. It's not too bad. It's just like a flat opening, right? Even the European markets are quite flat. Nifty had a pretty good up move. Let's just have a check on the Nifty chart. See, when you look at the 15-minute chart, obviously this we have broken out of this strong resistance of 18,129, and on this the second 15-minute candle, when we got this type of a close, right, this itself was a good entry. Even if you check on 5 minutes, see, the moment we were rejecting this CPR, and when we got this nice close above this previous day high, probably with this as the first target, we could have entered. Some selling pressure came, and again there was a nice up move. See, we also have the weekly resistance here previously, where we see this black dotted line is the previous week high. Let me just remove all this drag. This black dotted line is the previous week high, where on Monday when we opened, we slipped from here. So in case we break out of this level of 42,550, there's a good chance we might test this level. But at this point, I'm not aggressively bullish. Probably can just take some scalp, but we'll have to be careful, because if we come below this, close below R1, maybe we'll get a dip until this level of 42,340, and even if 42,340 breaks, then straight away we'll come to the CPR again. See, now especially this move, right, what I said, we entered a put by mistake. See, when we enter like this, the first target is R1. When we are breaking R1 and going up, obviously this is a bit too much of a high target, right? So we can always keep 50% of R1 and R2 as one target, and take the, let me close this so that the chart is pretty clean, and take this entire swing high from here to here, and we can even keep these fib levels as our targets. See, the best move in the market is kind of done, where this would have been the best move of the day, 300 points. Now our plan is to kind of take a scalp trade if we kind of break out of this high 255, or take a trade on the downside if we close below R1. Will Bank Nifty ever go down to 41,900? 41,900 is way too far. Let's check on the charts. Where is 41,900? See, 41,900, there is a possibility, but probably not for today. I don't think we'll get such a big dip today. See, as long as we are still in this zone, right? The overall, see, for today, we have got a nice bullish move from, at least from yesterday, when from this low, we have got a nice bullish move, but we are still within this type of a zone, right? Which was told in the analysis video. We are still in this zone, right? And 49,900 is here. So there is a possibility that we can, as long as this doesn't break on the upper side, we can go here and again come back on the downside. But in case we break this high, then the overall structure will change. Probably we can see some new high. Until then, there is a possibility, but I doubt it will come today. Why am I saying it won't come today? Is because of this. You see the change in OI. When I do change in OI, means what? This is the OI change for today. A lot of put writers have come in from 200, 300, 400, 500. So even if we get a dip, we will take some support somewhere close to 300. A fall bigger than that is, wouldn't expect such a big fall. But obviously still the market can do what it wants to do. See, if 41,900 has to come, we have to break. First hurdle is this CPR. Even if we get a fall from here, we could take some support over here, 42,200. Then we have the previous day low, which is at about 41,860. So unless the CPR breaks on the downside, I don't think we will see 41,900 today. So let's just see what happened. There is some up move coming here. Probably if this breaks, we can take a short scalp until this resistance zone. See, when we have this type of a strong up move in the EMAs, right? You have the 20 MA, 50 MA. A retest was kind of imminent, and then the up move. Now we'll have to see whether this is the retest and is going up, or we could break on the downside. See, any other time I could have attempted an entry here, like how we try to attempt an entry here in call, but over here we do have some divergence. That is what is stopping me to take a very confident trade on the long side. You see this divergence where price is making higher high, indicator is making lower low. And if I had posted this chart in our groups yesterday, that this is the bearish divergence that we're talking about. Price making higher high, oscillator making means that could be a bearish divergence and we could get some slip on the downside. So that's the reason we have to be careful. Now for that divergence not to work, this high should be taken out, 42,257. And over here there is some selling pressure on the downside. What about Nifty up move expected? See, first we'll see in Nifty what is happening in the open interest. Okay, the overall open interest, there is some good resistance at 18,200. Breaking this may not be easy. Let's see what is the change in open interest that has come today. See, today we have change in open interest showing put writing that's come in until 18,200, or maybe there's something wrong with this data. And there's no blue line only over here, and 18,300 there's some significant resistance. Right now let's just see what is the chart doing. See, we have closed below 20 MA. See if there's a follow-up now. Nifty, see, Nifty has broken out this resistance and it's taking pressure at this level, though we don't have any significant price action resistance here. This is at 18,178, and this is where we see at 18,200 can be some sort of resistance. So unless this 200 is taken out, I don't think we will see an up move. But if 18,200 breaks, we could easily touch 18,240 as the next target. And if you see if there's any other CPR levels here, see, Nifty is at the monthly CPR, that's why this resistance is coming. You see this orange line over here, all these are plotted by the CPR, not plotted by me. You see this orange dotted line, this is the monthly CPR, that's why Nifty is taking some resistance. And this is a nice evening star that's come in Nifty, right? This price action is a evening star at the top. Let me just hide all this. And so any further up move is only if 18,179 breaks on the upper side, because at a monthly CPR you're getting this type of a price action, an evening star, some dip, an intraday dip is possible in Nifty now. How would you usually take SL? Wait till price close below or above the resistance line? Yeah, you have to wait until it closes below the support or resistance line. Now see, if this is the R1, right? Now if somebody takes a short here, this is a pretty big candle. So if the next candle comes and closes above R1, we will take a stop loss. But in case the candle is suddenly a big candle, right, you suddenly get a big candle jump on the upside, then just blindly we have to exit, because especially in option buying, we cannot wait for that type of a move. So this is what I was expecting. If we close now, we have to see, still there's about, we'll see if this candle closes below this R1 and this, then we might get a fall until the 42,380, and then at least probably until this 200 EMA. We'll have to see if this candle closes. See, now when this type of fall is coming in, right? This is the best time to check if there's any sort of a change in open interest in Bank Nifty. See, 600 some call writing is there, but 500 still heavy put writing is there. When you see the overall open interest, it is still on the bullish side. There's no significant change in the open interest. We'll just see what is happening in a couple of the bank stocks to see if Kotak Bank is giving us a good dip. SBI is flat. ICICI Bank has had a nice up move. See, with the same situation where we are closing below 20 MA and we are closing below R1, if there was some change in the OI showing some bearishness, right, we could have confidently taken a shot. But you see the amount of put writing that's there even at 500. We are at, what is the price we are at? We are at 42,400. So this is when we have this conflicting views. We'll have to be a little careful. See, at the same place, if it was the other way around, the calls were more here, even calls were more on 400 and 300 or 500, then it was a much confident trade on the downside. We'll just check. The 1 minute would have given us a Put writing at 42,500 is on 33. This is at 18. Let's see if there's any change in that. This still okay. Some call writing is increased. This is still 33. If you see this red bar, the put write is coming down, right, and this increasing, that's when we will see a fall here too. So this might be a risky move because the option data is not supporting us. But if this candle low breaks, we can probably see this level of, but there's hardly any risk to reward. It's almost 1:3. So there is absolutely no change in this put writing. If there was the puts was decreasing, right, then the calls are increasing a little bit, but the puts have not yet shown any decrease, still at 33. Maybe by the time we get some confirmation, if this downtrend continues, right, probably the market would have slipped until 30, what is this, 42,380. Then probably maybe this OI will change. If the same position, if the same price action was like as I mentioned before, if the calls were more here, we could have blindly taken a short position. See, when we have this type of a strong open interest, right, on the downside, the best shot according to me is wait and see if this level breaks. That is because when this swing low breaks 42,354, we can get some nice move on the downside until CPR. We saw that yesterday, right? When this swing low broke, we got this nice move on the downside. That is this, right? So probably that would be the best trade for the down move. Mohammed Anifa, hi sir, your videos are really helpful. Thank you. See, finally we have some reduction here, 31, and this is 19. Just some time back we saw this at 17 and this at about 33. And though the dip is not significant in the OI, but some change in OI is happening. See, this might be a possibility if this low breaks hitting this level, but this is a very risky trade because risk in the sense there is a good chance of reversal on the upside because there is a lot of support on the downside, probably with some sort of a stretch stop loss, 37 points. This is not a live trade that I'm suggesting for people to take, but there is one possibility that I'm looking at. We could get a dip until here, that is 42,344, with a very straight stop loss. Let's even keep the stop loss as the R1. But the chances of this working looks difficult. Why? Because of the, what do you say, the open interest. Though we had significant dip, like what 2 points dip, this that from 33 dip to 31, but still there is some heavy support on the downside. So let's see if this works or not. But if this level breaks, that is 42,340, then it is definitely will hit the CPR. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry guys, I'm back. So can you explain why? Mohammed, I think you're joining our class from 21st. Everything will be taught A to Z, don't worry. It'll take time. We cannot explain OI in just 1 hour. The entire classes will go on for at least 2 or 3 weekends. The topic is huge. So I believe you're joining the class, right? From 21st, I'll be sharing all the details on our group and you will learn, don't worry. Moving average कौन सा है? Moving average, this is 20, red is 20, blue is 50 and this pink is 200. See, on 5 minute we got a close below the 20 MA and we got a close below the R1, so that's why kind of we had this view that this trade we might get a dip until here, and now we are hovering at the 50 MA. The 20 MA is the 50 MA. If we get a close below the 50 MA, probably this target will hit and maybe we can even dip further if this level breaks, that is 42,340. Now those who are checking the OI, I'll just see, I've not refreshed, it's at 31 and this is at 19. Let's see if the 500 any change. Yeah, significant change. This is 19 and see the drop in the 500 put writing, it's come down to 24. That's why we are seeing the dip on the downside. Now we'll have to see if even this 400 also starts reducing. As of now it's not showing much, but the 500 put has reduced significantly, probably that's why this dip. See, this was a small kind of a intraday scalping that we kind of just shared. Possible target is this with this R1 as stop loss. After this big red candle is when we posted this. So let's see if this hits or our stop loss hits. So actually there's one target that's hit, actually the previous day high is hit. So now if we close below the previous day high, probably will come down to this level, and if this breaks and the 200 EMA breaks, we could be hitting the CPR. But before that there is still some strong support at 42,400. So let's see even if this starts reducing. See, from the time, those who are seeing the video from quite some time, right, I did show from 33 we have dipped until 24, almost 10 units, right, whatever this is, lakhs or crores, but just go by the number. From 33 it has dropped to 24. This, from we saw it about 15 16, it has jumped to 19. Still it is not completely bearish. The blue lines should be more than the red lines for the market to fall further. See, we are taking some support at this previous day high. So let's see if this support holds. Or see, on 5 minute, always for intraday the best time frame is to see is 5 minutes, right? So we are taking some support at the 50 EMA. See, this is just a small trade, but the big trade can occur only if this breaks below 42,340. So let's just see what happens. This was just shared for information purpose, not for sharing any kind of a real trade or something, just to show how we can possibly look at taking a trade based on taking all the data. While posting this, I did explain why we are trying to see if we get a dip until here and trying to attempt this trade. One is we closed below the 20 MA and we closed below R1, and the OI data there was some shading, though not significant, some shading was there. So that's the reason. So the first target is this. If this breaks, we could fall further. Now what is this target is? The first target is not simply this recent swing low. See, to keep the charts clean, I'll just put off the EMAs for now. See, the market went up, came down from this swing low, we went up. Right now we are coming down. There can be some bounce from here again. A lot of buyers would be still waiting for this level. But if this low breaks, we could go until the daily CPR. How to develop confidence to take trade. How to develop confidence. Confidence will come with time. I don't think there is no course or any explanation how you can gain confidence. The only best way to gain confidence is with experience and a lot of backtesting. Now, if somebody was doing some sort of backtesting today and trying to see where the possible trades are, see, as I explained earlier, the first good trade was this when the CPR broke out. See, the best way to gain confidence is, right, choose one setup based on whatever it is, either on CPR or moving averages or only price action, whatever it is. Just choose one setup and try and master it with some backtesting and paper trading. I wouldn't say paper trading is the best way, but put in the real money, but with very minimum quantity, like one lot. Or you don't even have to do indices. You can even do intraday trading in some bank stocks. You see Bank Nifty going down. At the same time, there was a beautiful entry. Now I just picked up one Axis Bank randomly, okay. There was a beautiful short over here for intraday. You would have got a dip of 10-20 points. There was a beautiful long once the CPR broke. So pick some stocks and try and do some back testing. That's the only way you can get some confidence. See what happens when you keep back testing and keep trying to analyze, right? So the next time when the same situation comes, you'll be more confident in taking a trade. A lot of your confidence will improve. And don't only for confidence. If you need confidence, don't pay for any course or don't pay for any kind of a video just to improve your psychology. It's all within you. Just take some good advice from good people, and the only way you'll get confidence is practice. There are a lot of apps where you can do paper trading, right? So attempt that and don't do paper trading. See, what people do mistake with paper trading is, if your trading capital is, say, about 50,000 or 1 lakh, just for an example, we'll keep it as 10,000. In paper trading, you should attempt paper trading only with 5,000, right? So in that you see whether you're profitable. Don't attempt paper trading with 1 lakh if your trading capital is 10,000. The same, if your trading capital is 1 lakh, don't attempt a paper trade for 10 lakhs and think that it is easily doable, right? Because in a lot of times when you do paper trading, what I've seen people do is they tend to become overconfident because we don't take proper stop loss. Even if the market is kind of where you have to take stop loss, you'll think it's only a paper trade. We'll wait and see, then it'll work in your favor. But the same thing when you try with money, when you see that loss, you'll be agitated and you'll exit the trade. So the best way to gain confidence, according to me, is just practice and do a lot of back testing. You should have hundreds of back testing done. So you take the CPR indicator, and there are many CPR indicators available, right? If you join our group, you get this CPR indicator for free. Put on this historical CPR, and in TradingView, it's only available in TradingView. Put on this historical CPR and see where all you could have taken an entry, how the CPR would have worked. So the next time when you see the same situation, probably you will get a lot of confidence in taking a trade. See, we are getting some bounce from this previous day high. So this can act as a good support. This is where, when you see a candle like this where multiple candles is taking support at this level, this is where probably we will have to exit, especially if this candle closes in green, right, which it did. This is where, with whatever profit we have, we will have to close our trade. So even on a 15-minute, a nice bullish candle is being formed. Let's see if there's any further dip in the OI. See, this fell to 22, this is at 21, this is at 30, this is still the same. 400 put is, see, the 400 puts are not exiting. That's the reason the market is hovering over here and it's not able to break 400. See, obviously this is just a example trade. This is not a trade advisory that whatever I've marked, right? It's not something that I'm giving a live trade, just to give an explanation. But when we see a candle like this, right, a green candle taking support here, see, obviously if you had entered here when the price is here, you would be in some profit, right? Whatever profit is there, we will have to exit. And the next best trade will be if this level of, what is this, 42,340 breaks, probably we can sit until the CPR. Thank you for your guidance. You're welcome. Whenever I post any videos, please do like the videos. It'll be helpful. It's only because like is, I'll know if people liked it. And the second thing is, it will reach to a bigger audience. Let's see what's happening in Nifty. See, Nifty, after making this nice evening star, we have got a dip. Probably Nifty, if this low breaks, right, we could see on this 15 minutes probably the price touching this 20 EM at 18,120. So this is a good bounce from this previous day high. Suddenly for some reason this option chain is not working. I think we'll go ahead and stop the video for now. There's nothing much interesting happening. If this level comes, right, and if this level breaks 42,340, that's when we can have a nice short view until the CPR. But before that, as I mentioned earlier, the open interest should probably we'll have to check in a different application, but the open interest should change. Example, so this is how it was in the morning, right? For change in open interest, you should see a lot of blue lines and the red lines should reduce, especially 400 put. If that happens, probably we'll get some nice downside. But this is where we'll have to be careful at this level. In case we slip until here, there can be an intraday bounce, so we'll have to be careful. So after that bounce comes, and then if this level breaks, then we can stay on the short side. Something like this, what happened yesterday. We came here, we bounced from here, and then we broke this. So that's it for today, and let's see if this trade works or we're going to reverse on the upside. But as of now it looks okay, so we'll see, and let's have the video again tomorrow. Thank you.